Hi guys, welcome to the class. Welcome all. So guys, I had to cancel 7 to 8 class. So actually 7 to 8 we had a technical issue. So that is why we had to cancel the class. Okay. So from tomorrow onwards, I'll not cancel any classes. Okay. So today we are going to see GitHub. What is GitHub and why is it helpful? And why should you be learning about it? Okay. So guys, Git and GitHub are actually related to various things. So we'll see what they are. So this is the course, and this course is going to be around 10 days. Okay. So it will take 10 days for us to teach you all the concepts which are present in it, and I'll try to see if I could finish in 7 days. Okay. My target is to finish in 7 days, but generally I teach very slow, so it might take 10 days also. Okay. So now initially what we are going to teach in the course is getting started with version control. So what is version control is, whenever you write a piece of code, you can give it a version name. Okay. Let us say 1.0, and later you do some upgradations here and you store it as version 2.0. Generally what you do on your laptop is you write a code which actually works. Let us say you have an assignment and you have worked the entire night and you have written 1000 lines of code, and assume that this code is working. Okay. And suddenly, just before submitting the copy to your professor, you made some very few modifications, very little modifications, and now the code failed. Now the code is not working. Earlier the code was working fine and you wanted to make some improvements, and now the code, and so you made some modifications, and now the code got failed. So what are you going to do? You have to submit the code to your professor, and now suddenly it is not working. Right? So these things happen with code all the time. A piece of code will be working and you make some modification and it doesn't work, and you don't know and you don't remember what are the modifications you did. Even if you read the entire code also, you will not remember what are the modifications you did. That is why many people, especially software companies, they maintain versions, right? So version 1 is working perfectly and you made some modifications and you call it as version 2. Let us say version 2 is having some problems, then you don't have to worry about it. You can happily go back to version 1. So this way is called as version control, right? So maintaining different versions of the code is called as version control. Got it? And Git makes it easy for the version control. So it is a version control system. Okay. So Control Z will not work in many cases. And we are going to see in the course what is version control system in detail and why it is required. Okay. And then we are going to see what is Git and how is it different from GitHub. And finally we'll show you how to download and install Git locally. Okay. And what is a repository? So generally the code is called as a repository, and we'll get into the details of it. And we'll be creating a new repository using GitHub locally. So what is locally is, now GitHub is a server which is somewhere. Anyway, whenever you want to work, you generally work on the local code. So let us say this is your local machine. So in your local machine, you have to install Git and configure it so that you can communicate with this. Push and pull can be done, committing can be done, comments can be done. So a lot of things can be done, right? So how are you going to create a repository? So in your local host, how are you going to create a repository is what we are going to discuss. Okay. And then we have tracking, reviewing and committing changes to a repo. So what is tracking? So okay, I'll take it in a different topic. So reviewing. So generally what happens is, whenever in software companies, whenever a person, let us say you are writing the code, now your code will be reviewed by at least 2 people, okay, before you commit it. So what is committing? Committing means making your changes permanent. Generally what happens is, the code will be in the code server, you download it onto your laptop and you write changes on the code in your laptop. These changes will not be there in the server. You compile them, test them, and after everything is done, you are supposed to commit to the server, which means you are supposed to make all these changes on the server machine. But before you do that, every company makes it a practice that 2 people are going to review it, and one of these people is your peer, which means your colleague at the same level, and one of these people will be your team lead or your project head, okay. In case if something happens in your review, in case if it is reviewed and after reviewing if there are still bugs in the code, then you are not responsible. These 2 people are actually responsible and they will be held responsible for it. Got it? So that is why reviewing is done heavily in all the software companies, okay. Now even for reviewing also there is a system available in Git. And finally, how are you going to commit the changes to the repo? Okay, the main code, how are you going to write all this to the repo, that we are going to discuss. And then we'll also see what is the basic Git workflow. Workflow means right from the beginning till the end what happens. So how do you create the code and how do you review it, comment on it, and then commit it, okay. So all that we are going to see in the basic Git workflow. And then we are going to see undoing commits and changes. So sometimes what we have to do is, even after you commit, you want to go back, you want to undo all the work that you have done. So that also can be done, okay. And then we are going to see what are branches, okay. So whenever a code is there, we can create different branches, and on different branches different people will work, okay. And what are branches and why are they created, and later we might have to merge these 2 branches into one single code. So this is really interesting. So generally when we have these branches and merge them, this is actually very interesting, okay. And then we see what about creating, editing and merging branches. We'll see that. And whenever you merge, there will be some conflicts, right? So if this is written by someone and if this is written by someone, when we merge them, there will obviously be conflicts, okay. And then fine, that was all about Git. Now we are going to see GitHub. So what is GitHub and how are you going to back up a Git repository on GitHub, okay. So basically whatever you are writing on your system will be present in Git repository. And it is not a good idea. See, let us say you have written everything on your laptop, the entire code, 10,000 lines of code, and you are traveling. You might sometime not be able to carry your laptop. Then what is the best way? You can upload it into the GitHub, and later when you reach your destination on some other machine, you can download the entire code and you can work on it and again upload it on there and then come back and again work, right? Or I can tell you a situation. Let us say everything is on your laptop and your laptop crashed and you are not able to recover anything. Then what happens? The entire code is lost, right? So that is why it is always better to keep on pushing the code whenever you make any modifications to the central repository, which is actually a secured place, in this case GitHub, okay. Maybe in hot water. ఇక్కడ పెట్టమాక, ఆ బాటిల్ వాడమాక, తీసేసాయి. Okay, and now how are you going to work with remote repositories? Remote repositories means the code which is not present in your own laptop. Okay, they are called remote repositories, and we are going to see how a GitHub workflow is, right? So basically on GitHub you are going to do push, pull and merge. These are the operations. Okay, so what is pull? Downloading the code is called pull. Push is uploading the code, and merge means, so whatever modifications you have done, you want to merge with the actual code. And how is that workflow done? We are going to discuss about it. Okay, got it? Please don't write any notes. The entire this one will be provided to you as a PDF. Don't write any notes. I'm going to provide you everything. Yeah, that was a flask actually, containing hot water, and we are so dumb that we have kept it here along with a water bottle. Yeah, now the next one is, what is a pull request? Typically pull request workflow on the GitHub. So how does this pull happens? And there is something called as forking. So how does this forking happens, and how are we going to pull the request? And at the end of it, we are going to take an open source project. So there are a lot of open source projects which are available on GitHub, and you can actually download the code and start working on it. Okay, we can pull the code of open source and start working on it. And I'll take a example, simple of this a small project which is already available, which is open source, and I'll show you how to download it, which means pull it, and how to work on it, and how to save it in your account. I'll show you all that. Okay, how to push it to your account. And for our project, especially for web technologies, the project that we are going to do in web technologies, every day we will be giving you the code, showing you the code basically here, and I'll explain the code, and then I'll ask you to write on your own. You try it on your own, and in case if you are not able to write it, I will upload the code onto GitHub, and you can download that code and you can work on it. So every day we are going to do this, right? So let me finish this entire Git course. So this is going to take around 7 to 10 days, and once I finish the entire Git course, then we are going to use Git extensively on Java, in the Java course as well as in web technologies course. And also Java course, by the Java course I mean algorithms as well. So every day you are going to see algorithms, data structures, implementation, Java programs, and web technologies program. That is the project, right? And also we have a plan of introducing, one is a mini project, or not a mini project, a project in Java, and a mini project on client server programming, especially socket programming in Java. So all these projects are going to come up, and if you have to access our code, you should definitely understand how to use GitHub. Okay, even if you don't understand it now, it is definitely mandatory to learn some version control system in future when you are going to work in a company. Okay, so we are going to do all that. Okay, fine. So at the end there is a special class. At the end there is going to be a special class, and that special class is about how to contribute to the open source project. Okay, and this is the, many people are asking how to contribute. Then what we do is, using Git, will actually take a open source project and we do it. Okay guys, there is a small break now. So you know what a break is, the interval is. So one second. Guys, there is a small break here, and you know why the break is. So I have to promote even the GATE course as well. So you know all of them by now. I think you know all of their names, right? So can you tell me what his name is? You have heard it many times. You have heard this class many times. Tell me what his name is. No, tell me what his name is first. Very good. Some of you are saying, so his name is Venkat Rao. Okay. So now tell me, what is he called? What is his title given by the students? Very good. God of TOC and compiler design. Tell me what his name is. You have seen it many times. You only tell me, every day. Why should I tell? Tell me what is his name as well. Very good. Reddy sir, what is his title? Very good. God of algorithms. Nice. Okay, now tell me what his name is. Tell me what his name is. Saurav Thakur sir is for aptitude, but what is his name? Sanchit Jain. Every day I am saying it. Sanchit Jain. Okay. Now you have Uma Maheshwara sir for mathematics and Vishwadeep Goti. He teaches you amazingly. Okay. And anyway, you know my name, right? So what's my name? Yeah, Sanchit Jain sir is God of DBMS. Okay guys, so let me do this. So basically on Unacademy we have the best people, and if you want to register you can use the code RRCS. Okay, and if you want to go for a plus class, so you get all the live classes, crash courses, weekly tests, doubt solving, English and Hindi batches. And in Iconic, you are going to get all my videos, recorded videos, right? All the recorded videos. And along with that, you are going to get a personal coach, study planner, study booster sessions, preparatory material. Basically, if you are serious about GATE, you should be going for Iconic. Okay? Okay, so I have got lot of titles, is it? Thank you so much. And the fee for 1 year is 27,000 rupees and the fee for 2 years is 39,000 rupees. And coming to Iconic, the fee for 1 year is 45,000 rupees and the fee for 2 years is 66,000 rupees. And if you want to go for competitive programming, it is 33,000 rupees. Guys, if any of your friends wants to join Unacademy for any course, GRE, GMAT, CAT or GATE or any other streams, ask them to use the code RRCS. Okay, so this is a favor I am asking you. And by the way, please like the video. Okay, so you can download all these slides. I'll tell you tomorrow where to download all these slides from. Every Saturday we are going to have a class, and I'll tell you what time we are going to have a class every Saturday. Okay, there you can download the slides. Guys, please do one thing, do share, like and subscribe. So all of you are subscribed, all the 313 of you? Subscribe to the video first, it doesn't take a lot of time. Subscribe and like. I want to reach 1 million subscribers. Thank you guys. So now it is not. Guys, so this is how our project is going. Subscribe, like, share, do whatever you like, but see that I reach as many students as possible, guys. Okay, so now the project is going to go like this. First thing is deploying the UI, user interface. Okay, now for as you know that we are going to do a project which is actually a simple cart implementation. We are going to use all these technologies. So we are going to use HTML, CSS and the framework Bootstrap and JavaScript. Okay, so this is all going to be in the front end. So we are going to build the HTML pages. We are going to build the HTML pages like index, cart, products, shop and payment gateway. And the languages that we are going to use, basically HTML is a markup language, okay, not a programming language. And basically we are going to use the programming language JavaScript, and Bootstrap, CSS and HTML we are going to use. Okay, so when are we going to start it is, let me finish GitHub. So now the course is, unexpectedly I have to finish GitHub. So every day at 8 PM I cannot continue web technologies because I want to finish GitHub first and then upload the code there, and then only I can start the course. Okay, so from 8 to 9, from 8 PM to 9 PM every day we are going to have GitHub until I finish it and until you know everything about it. Okay, and after this is finished, then we are going to start programming. Basically we will take HTML, CSS and Bootstrap and JavaScript, and we try to implement the front end. That is the phase 1. Okay, and the entire code will be available to you every day. And in case if you are a BTech student, if you want to submit it as a project in your BTech college, you can do that. And the second step is building the database. So we are going to use, first, in order to build the database, I just want to tell you few basics of database. So we have to build the schema first. Okay, relational schema. So we will create the relational schema based on the requirement analysis, and then place the PHP code on top of that. So what we are going to do is, we are going to use MySQL and build the entire database, and then PHP is going to interact with MySQL and get the data and send it to the user. Okay, so now the question is, why are we using PHP when many other technologies, latest technologies are available? The reason I am using PHP is because, one is it is very simple. It is like C programming of backend. So it is just like how you learned C before you learned Java. Once you learn PHP, learning other languages will be very simple. And the second reason I have implemented it, I am using PHP, is because PHP is in web technologies curriculum of many colleges. I think almost all the colleges are having PHP in the curriculum. So that is the reason I had to include it. Okay, So this is the phase 2. Phase 1 is about building the front end and phase 2 is about building the back end. Okay, in the back end we are going to use PHP and MySQL. Got it? So before I start the project, I have to finish GitHub, and every day from 8 to 9 o'clock we are going to have non-stop classes. Okay, so guys, you might have observed one thing. All the courses are having programs, right? And one more thing I want to ask you is, we want to start a small course about actually there is a small problem, guys, here. So this entire project is all about client server interaction. Okay, and I told you about client server, but if you have to understand this project, you have to understand mainly HTTP, right? You have to understand HTTP in detail. So what I'll do is, just for tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow and day after tomorrow, just one day, I'll take one class on HTTP. See, I know that you all hate theory classes and you all want to do coding, but if you have to understand how client server works, how the data flows, you have to at least understand HTTP. Okay, so just for one day or 2 days, I will take HTTP, and after that I'll resume GitHub. Okay, and after that we are going to do phase 1 of the project, the front end, and after that phase 2, right? So basically in 1 month time, or even less than 1 month, I'll be able to show you the entire working website. Your website will completely work, that will contact the server. In fact, you will be installing MySQL on your local system and you will be learning PHP. So just give me 1 month, just have patience. Okay, so there will be now and then there will be theoretical classes. What are the theoretical classes I mean to say is, so in front end, while explaining it, I'll have to take a theory class about CSS. HTML I'm not going to take it. I'll give you all the tags, you read it. There is nothing to explain in HTML. Okay, and whatever is required in the project I'll explain, but we are not going to cover entire HTML, it is not required. And similarly CSS also I'll explain whatever is required for the project, because it is a huge topic, that is all not required. And then we are going to see Bootstrap. So it is going to be like this. There will be one theory session and then probably like 6 or 7 practice sessions, and again one theory session, and then 6 or 7 practice sessions. In all these practice sessions I'll be explaining the code, and all this code will be uploaded to GitHub and you will be downloading it. So this is the structure of the course. Okay, so I'm very sure that you don't like theory classes at all, I know that, but I have to explain few things before I actually write the code. Okay, but at the end of the project I'll make sure that you understand each and every line of the code, even if you don't write code. But my suggestion is, you just follow me, and as and when I am writing code, you to write the code. Got it? So one small break that we are going to take is, tomorrow I will explain HTTP first. HTTP is an interesting protocol. It is boring for many people, but I'll try to make it interesting. You will understand a lot from HTTP. And then why HTTP is important is, as we are designing a client and server, generally get and post are used a lot. So get the page or post some data. Now you have to understand how they work. Got it? So just for that I'll take some break, and 1 or 2 days I'll explain HTTP and we'll start this entire flow like this. Okay. So duration of algorithms and data structures will be like 3 months, at least 3 months. And tell me one thing, guys. I want to conduct a poll here. So we are planning to do a mini project. We are planning to do a mini project in Java. So in Java there are two projects. One is a major project. One is a major project in Java, and the other one is a mini project in Java. So coming to mini project in Java, we have finalized that we'll be doing socket programming. Socket programming in Java, which you can use as a mini project in your college. In your third year, if you are in third year, you can use it as a mini project in your college. So how many of you want this project to be done? If many of you say that you are interested, I'll be doing that. Socket programming, basically we'll be implementing TCP and UDP. TCP and UDP will be implementing. So how many of you want a mini project in Java? So major project we didn't yet finalize. We'll do a major project, but it is not yet finalized because Java, at the end of the Java we'll do it, and Java is still going on. So socket programming in Java, how many of you want to do that? And entire code, again for this one also I will give the entire code. దాంట్లో ఛార్జ్ అయిపోయింది. So I'll give whatever projects we are doing, I'll be giving you the entire code in the GitHub. In C++, do you want socket programming, guys? In that case, I will ask Jay Bansal to do that. If you want, so how many of you want this project in Java or C++? So socket programming, do you want in Java or C++? Just type there Java, C++. If you want it in Java, type Java. If you want it in C++, type C++. Socket, do you want in Java or C++? In Java, I will do it. In C++, Jay Bansal will do it. So, or do you want both? Do you want, so, or you can say both also, then we both will do it in parallel. He will be doing in C++ and I will be doing it in Java, and we'll do it in parallel. And we both will explain it, no problem. So I will also explain C++ code, and he will also be there in the Java class. So some people are saying both, some people are saying Java, some people are saying C++. Okay. Then I'll talk to Jay Bansal, because this is not in the plan, in the actual plan. I will see if he is willing to do that. Okay, but I will do it. Okay. So I am going to do it in Java. So what time will be convenient for you for this course? Socket programming in Java. What time will be convenient for you in order to do this project? Can you tell me the timings? So can I do it from 9 PM to 10 PM? See, already our timings are fixed. Already our timings are fixed like this. So 5 o'clock we have algorithms class, and 6 o'clock we have Java class, and 7 o'clock we have Linux class, and 8 o'clock we have web technologies class, and only slot that I have is 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock, shall we do the project in this one, socket programming? 9 o'clock, socket programming in Java. Can we do that? Okay. Or if 9 is not possible, can we have it early morning at 5 a.m.? At 5 a.m. At the reaction ఏంట్రా? Okay. Now our teammate Mubin actually operates everything here, the live events and all. Now when I wrote 5 a.m, he's like, should I come at 5 a.m? Like, because already he comes at 5 a.m, I guess. Yeah, he comes at 5:30 every day, 5:30 in the morning, and he leaves at 10 p.m. And when I said 5 a.m, he's like, should I be coming at 5 a.m? So guys, what we can do is, now in this tight schedule I will not be able to fit this. Linux is going to be over very soon. In 1 week's time Linux will be over, and this 7 o'clock slot will be available. In this 7 o'clock slot we'll do socket programming. Okay. Okay. So machine learning will start once these slots become empty. So these are the only slots I have. See, daytime I can't do the videos in the daytime because most of you will be in colleges, offices and all. So let me see, once these slots are over, available, then I'll start them. Okay. Okay guys. Yeah. So how many likes do we have now?
383.
Guys, number of likes are 383. Can you make it 500 fast?
700.
Number of likes are 383. So can you make it 500? Rohan, join Gate. Join Unacademy for Gate. You will be able to follow. Guys, how many likes are there? 385 is it?
415.
400 now.
450.
Yeah, 400 is easy. Target 500 once.
428.
We'll discuss JDBC in Java course. 425 guys. 425. Counting. 450 is it?
445.
445. Counting. 450. 480. Yeah. 457. Counting.
58.
Huh?
58.
458.
461.
461. Guys, we are almost there. And what is the count now? 462.
464.
464. Guys, quickly. Let's not waste time.
68. 70.
468. 470. 471. 30 more. We are almost there, guys. We are almost there. Four 75. 478.
483.
483. Just 17 more. 483. 487. 13 more.
89.
489. 490. 10 more. 93. 493. 95. 495. 495.
98.
Fastest 500. 500. Great, guys. 5 centuries today. Okay. So tomorrow we are going to have HTTP classes. Don't miss them. Interesting only. And from day after tomorrow we'll start Git. Great. Okay. Thank you, guys. See you. Hi. Now my recorded videos are available on Unacademy platform if you take Iconic subscription. Okay. And you can access the videos only on Android app, not on iOS. Only on Android app you'll be able to see all my recorded videos, and they are very well structured and organized. So if you see this, so you can go to computer science, and in the computer science you can see what are all the subjects available. Now if you click on a subject, it is going to show you all the videos one by one, right? And you can also give your learning preferences. Okay, so learning preferences is either what is the target year and what is the C, are you going to learn for GATE ESC or something like that. Okay, so if you want to register for it, you can use the code RRCS and you are going to get 10% discount if you use the code RRCS. Okay, so if you are planning to buy any subscription, go for Iconic because recorded videos are available. Now along with that, you'll also get the live videos as well, so you can refer both of them. Okay. Hi. So there is a good news now that my recorded content which you used to get on Raudra platform will also be available on the Unacademy platform. Okay, so what I mean to say is, so there are two kinds of subscriptions you can go for. One is Plus and the other one is Iconic. Now Plus is all about live classes, crash courses, weekly tests, doubt solving, and English and Hindi batches. This is what you are going to get if you go for Plus. Now if you go for Iconic subscription, along with all the live classes by me and many other faculty, you are also going to get the recorded content of Raudra. Okay, so whatever recorded content was there earlier of Raudra, that will also be available for you in the Iconic subscription. So along with these recorded classes, you will also get the live classes and all these benefits. And in Iconic, you have many other benefits, like you will be given a personal coach and a study planner and a dedicated doubt clearing instructors and preparatory material, study booster sessions, and personalized test analysis. So all these benefits you are going to get in Iconic. So in Iconic you get all the live classes along with my recorded classes and a mentor and dedicated doubt answering classes. So Iconic is like you get everything. So I think no one in India is providing all these services. Okay, so take Iconic subscription in order to get my classes, recorded classes, as well as all these benefits. And if you have already taken Plus, then upgrade it to Iconic. You are going to get all my classes. Okay. Now that is not the only reason why you should be joining Unacademy. Now if you look at it, the India's best faculty are on Unacademy. These people are all senior to me and they are all legends in their respective subject. For example, Venkat Rao sir is a legend in TOC compiler design, and Subba Reddy sir is a legend in algorithms. He is also called God of Algorithms. And Sanchit Jain sir, you must be knowing about him. He is also a YouTuber like me. And Saurav Thakur is a legend in aptitude. and Uma Maheswara sir is the most senior faculty for mathematics, right? And similarly we have Vishwadeep Goti also, who is teaching CO. So these many people are actually conducting live classes, and you also will get my recorded classes. And whenever you feel like, you know, any topic is not good in any of this, see, all these people will be teaching multiple subjects. So if you don't like one particular topic from one faculty, you can actually look at you know, other faculties classes also. Generally it doesn't happen, because all these people are best at what they are doing. So generally it doesn't happen that you don't like their classes. You will definitely like them. In case if you want more choices also, you can choose. That is what I'm saying. Okay, so we are going, you have live classes which you can attend from home, and you have unlimited access to all the courses. So once there is a live class, and if you didn't attend it, then that live class will be converted into recorded video, and that recorded video will also be available for you unlimited, depending on your subscription. If you take 1 year subscription, you can watch all the videos for 1 year, and top educators are on the platform, and study material will be given to you in the PDF format, and you have exhaustive course of syllabus coverage, and there will be doubt clearing sessions, and the best test series in India is available here. Okay, so the test series I personally prepare and I personally monitor, and also after every test I'm going to give you video solutions as well. Okay, and there will be answer writing sessions. So these are all the benefits. Okay, so that is why you should be joining Unacademy. Now what is the fee for it? So the fee is like this. If you are using the code RRCS, you will get 10% discount on the fee. Okay, so the fee is like this. For 27,000 only, you are going to get 1 year access for Plus, and if you want to go for 2 years, the fee is 39,600. Now coming to Iconic, where my videos are available, you have to pay 45,000 rupees in order to get the Iconic subscription, and the code is RRCS. You might feel that the fee is you know, high, and you might feel that there are other cheaper you know, courses available outside. But just think about one thing. Earlier people used to join MadeEasy in order to attend those faculty classes, and now they are all on Unacademy platform, and along with them I am also teaching. Earlier people used to pay 31,000 rupees just to watch my classes, right? Now you can pay just 27,000 rupees and you can get the access, and I mean you can get the classes from everyone. Okay, it is 45,000. So if you pay 45,000, you are going to get the recorded videos as well as live videos by all these people. Got it? So if you are thinking about joining for GATE, and if you are very serious about GATE, just join this program. This is the India's best program for computer science. You show me any other institute which has these many people, these are all legends, these many people teaching on one single platform for this price, I'll definitely give you a gift. Okay, if you show me some other institute, you name any institute in India, any big institute, you'll find that our faculty are the best. Okay, thank you guys.